Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Darren, and I'm here to teach you how to make MaPo Tofu. So, what is MaPo Tofu? As we can clearly see here, we have tofu. That's clear. So, what is MaPo? In Chinese, Ma means pockmarks on the face, and Po means an elderly woman. So, in the story of MaPo Tofu, there is a Chinese woman who has pockmarks on her face. She cooks really nice tofu, and she would pair it with cooked beef, and that is why we call this dish MaPo Tofu. Now to the ingredients. Here we have the minced pork meat, we have some hot bean curd, we have tofu, we have hot chili peppers, ginger, garlic, some spring onions, sugar. We have a potato starch. I also have some Sichuan peppercorns. And now we're going to cut up the chili pepper, the ginger, and the garlic, and fry them off in the pan. So after we've cut the ingredients here, we now focus on the tofu. So I've removed the plastic and drained some of the water. And my little tip, I'd put the tofu on a big knife first, and I'd cut it into big cubes. Like this, and also halve the tofu. That way you won't make a mess when you want to try and cut the tofu. And you put it back in. Voila, you have your tofu. Okay, so after everything is cut, we now go to the pot. So add some oil. Stir it around, you coat the wok. You want around medium to medium-high heat. And make sure the pan is hot so that the ingredients will not stick to the pan. Okay, so you add in your peppercorns. Your ginger, your garlic, your chili peppers, and after that, give it a good stir. Make sure the fragrance comes out. You do not want a small heat here. You want at least a medium heat. Okay, after that, you add a little bit of salt. And you add your minced pork. So, very important, you have to make sure that the minced pork is readily cooked. Okay, you want it well done. You don't want raw pork in your mapo tofu. That's not good texture. So, as you can see here, I'm flattening the meat so that it'll make contact to the wok. It would accelerate the process of the meat getting cooked. So now we leave this here and we move on to another step. We add some water to our potato starch. We mix it up. And remember, potato starch would stick to the bottom, okay? So even after you've totally mixed it, when you want to use the potato starch water, you have to mix it again. So back here, the meat is already done. So stir it around. You add your tofu and your bean curd. So give it a good mix. When you are doing this, you want to be careful. You do not want to break the tofu, okay? It'll look soggy and just not as appetizing if you have a broken down tofu. And it's not red enough, so I'm adding a little bit more. Okay, now add in the sugar. Your potato starch. Remember, look, it's sticking to the bottom, so you have to mix it again, okay? Make sure it's not sticking to the bowl. After that, pour it on the food. The starch would condense the sauce so that it has a better texture. So, we're nearly done here. Last thing we have to add is spring onions for color and for some taste. Give it a good stir. Serve it on a plate. And that is how to make MaPo tofu.